Hey guys, what up? It's your boy Con TDK. It's just so real. Today we got a Titanfall video in the house, and I wanted to make this video. Usually I make these for Destiny. I made the good game Guardian videos, but you know, for this particular gameplay, I felt like it was a little bit slower paced. I played slower paced, and that was on purpose. So in this video, I won't be stopping the video to break it down, but we're just going to be talking a little bit about how you want to play this kind of shooter. Now, this is a very fast-paced shooter. Obviously, you can see with the score that I'm joining midway, well, not midway, but I'm joining after the bell started. And what I'm doing now is just trying to see what's going on. So I'm going to do this commentary kind of not live, but just as it rolls, and what I'm looking for is to see who's coming around this way. Now I know that the grunts are gonna come, and this is attrition, by the way, and with attrition you get points for killing grunts, for killing other pilots, and of course other titans. But I'm just kind of holding this area down. You can call it camping, you can call it zone control, you can call it whatever you want, but I know that the AI bots are going to be around that area, so what I want to do is take them out and get some points for the team. Now with Titanfall, of course, yes, it is a very fast-paced game, and you can play it that way depending on the map. It is very advantageous to play quickly. Looking at my map, I can tell there are lots of enemies in this area, and I want to hold this down. The last thing you want to do in Titanfall, because you can die so easily, is just run around and put yourself in a bad situation and get lit up. I don't know why these guys are just constantly coming through this way, but hey man, if they want to walk into some bullets, I got a whole lot of them for them and they can eat up. But right now somebody knows that I'm over here. They threw a grenade. I'm trying to stay off of level so that if it came around the corner I could, you know, take them out, or at least have a head start to start shooting at them when they come around that corner. Now I call my Titan here. There's one more guy here. Now I want to get to that Titan, but I don't know how many are over there. So I phase shift, get into my Titan, and I jump in. Now it's showtime. It's time to get some Titan kills going. So the one thing about this game, Titans are very strong. And if you are new to Titanfall, as I was, the game feels very different between using your Titan and using just the pilot. So here again, I'm trying to play cautiously. I don't really know where these guys are, but I am in Tone. If you guys know Tone, he has a 40mm cannon that, you know, you shoot Titans with 3 times, and then you get a lock on and you can shoot missiles at. The other good thing about Tone, well, 2 other good things about Tone. Finish lighting these dudes up. The other 2 good things about Tone is that he has a kind of map hack. He can shoot a little arrow to show, you know, where the enemies are on the map, and he also has a shield that he can put down anywhere to shoot through to do more damage. And here with Tone, I'm going to give you a good example. That is the little radar thing to show my teammates where these guys are on the map, and I don't want to expose myself. I have automatic rockets that go around corners and stuff like that. I just want to tag the guy, shoot, and stay out of the way. I look at my health bar. I've barely lost any health, and I'm trying to stay not like this guy who's on fire, or two guys on fire. Now here you have a situation, depending on your style of play, I want to cover this flank. The last thing I want to do, because I've noticed in Titanfall, it's such a fast-paced game and people get really tunnel vision and they forget about the flank, and you end up getting rocked. And you know, in this game I came in late. I'm already first, and that's from playing patient, playing smart, and making sure to cover your corners and not rushing out like a damn fool and getting lit up. Now I do have some other gameplay that is a little bit more faster paced. If you guys want to see that, I will throw that up. And just as note, the weapon that I was using, or my primary weapon that I'm using, is the G2. If you have not had the pleasure of using the G2, I highly suggest you do. It is an amazing weapon with range. And again, here we go, using that shield, using the sensor to tell me where things are. I know there are two guys. I'm getting out. Play smart, man. You always want to play smart. If you don't need to be there taking damage, then don't do it. Don't be a hero. That guy's tagged. Let me reload. Somebody sent out a pulse. I know he's coming. I light him up. Game over. Again, you want to know what's going on as much as possible before you commit. Got a guy trying to rush. He's phasing. When he's in phase, he can't see where I am. He's trying to get away, but there's no escape. So now my super is ready, but right now doesn't seem really necessary. At the moment, I can take those guys out, throw my shield up, and here we go again. Taking care of myself and watching where I go. This is just how I would play this map. You can play this map aggressively if you want. I have a hostile on me. Use my electric smoke. Try to get the guy off. Somebody must have killed him for me. But yeah, this is one technique that I use when I play first-person shooters, and I'm really making this video for some of my friends or some people who've never played Titanfall or who've never really played FPSs and just kind of run around and then they go, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm dying. I keep getting killed. What am I doing wrong? You have to be aware. The mini-map is your friend, but also looking around at the terrain. Where's a good place that I can dip into cover, I can stay out of the line of sight, and I can peek out, get a couple shots off, and do what I need to do. Now this is a prime example of knowing what's going on with the other opponent and their Titan. We got a situation coming up. I'm looking over here. I see people coming around that way. I feel pretty confident. But these guys have up a shield. Now remember, that shield doesn't cover everything 360, so I start aiming at corners. And there we go. I got a lock on. Shoot it off. Keep that in mind when you're dealing with certain Titans. They will move around to try to get a good look at you. Aim for corners. Don't aim for the shield so much. If it's up there, it will dissipate. But aim for those corners, and you can probably get whoever you want. Now I didn't know who was over there, so I threw up a tracker. Now we can see everybody who's over there. Start lighting them up. We know who's weak. Keep shooting. Aim for those corners. Get them going. Now I'm constantly seeing little dudes running around behind me, coming up from behind me. I'm thinking it's pretty safe around here. Even got Titans coming up, and this is a good thing. So my idea to roll around and flank while those guys were kind of in that bottleneck was a good idea. We got to pinch the enemy. But here's where everything kind of goes wrong. Nobody was covering the flank. And I died. So since nobody was covering the flank, I got rocked. And that's one thing you have to keep in mind for Titanfall especially, is in a lot of cases you want to keep moving, especially as a pilot. As a Titan, sometimes not so much. If you can hold down an area, it's good. This guy's using his super. I'm trying to get out of there. I'm right in front of him. What do? Phase. Get out of there. He backs off. I need to get away. Slide, run and slide, phase. He can't hit me. And I try to take cover. Now again, this may not be your style. You may play a different way. And that's cool. You can play the game the way you want. But for me, this is a very beneficial way of playing, is to make sure that you cover your corners, you play smart, you look at your map, and you use all of the resources that are available to you. That's one things that I can really try to hammer home for a lot of people, is make sure that you're using your assets. And just like that, we ended up winning. Now, so far in this gameplay, I've only died once, and I died once to not covering a flank and thinking that my teammates had, you know, that area kind of covered since they were coming from that way, but obviously they didn't. And that's something you also have to keep in mind, is that even though you think an area is safe because your teammates are coming from that direction, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is. So you always want to be on your guard, periodically look at your map as much as you can when you're not directly engaged, and just do your best to stay alive and get those points. Now remember, this is attrition, so killing AI opponents is beneficial to the team. You don't necessarily have to just kill pilots. Killing the grunts will get you 1 point, killing the pilots will get you 5, and also killing the Reapers, the bigger robots, not the Titans, but those actually give you 5 points, just like if you were to kill a pilot. So don't sleep on killing those dudes. That is very important to the game and could help you turn the tide and win the match. So as we can see, I got 16 kills, 2 Titan kills, 15 minion kills, and I was top of the scoreboard. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope this kind of information helps some of the newer FPS and kind of this type of game players play. I'll have some more videos for you guys with maybe a little bit more faster pace, a little more action, and we'll break down my movement and what I do. So until the next video, I am Khan, TDK, Mr. So Real. I'm out.